Welcome to Soweto Kaizer Football. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Lorch to Chiefs. Why a move looks unlikely for now. Thembinkusai Lorch's name has resurfaced in connection with Kaizer Chiefs in recent weeks, but indications are that a move to Naturena is unlikely at this stage. Check out, Pirates get encouraging Moremi news as another return nears. However, sources have indicated that there is currently little to suggest that a deal is close, with Lorch expected to return to Libya as Al Ittihad Tripoli prepare for the new season. Lorch joined the Libyan Giants in January this year after leaving Moroccan side Wydad Casablanca. Reports at the time indicated that he signed a 1.5-year contract, which would keep him at the Tripoli-based club until next year. The contractual situation is therefore understood to be one of the factors that could make a potential Chiefs move difficult. Soccer. While Lorch is understood to be receptive to the prospect of playing for Chiefs should the opportunity arise, that does not necessarily mean that he is actively pushing for a return to South Africa. At present, the indications are that his immediate future remains with Al Ittihad. The Libyan club invested significantly in securing his services earlier this year, reportedly paying a substantial transfer fee to Wydad, while Lorch was handed a lucrative contract. With Al Ittihad now preparing for the upcoming campaign, Lorch is expected to report for preseason and link up with his teammates as preparations continue. For Chiefs, the situation could therefore require a different approach should their interest develop beyond the current speculation. It remains to be seen whether Amakhasi would be prepared to enter into negotiations with Al Ittihad over a possible deal for Lorch, particularly given his existing contract. Soccer. Check out. The Cruz faces Chiefs selection headache after latest injuries. For now, though, the latest indications are that a return to the PSL, and specifically a move to Chiefs, is unlikely, with the experienced attacker expected to continue his career in Libya. Lorch, who has previously starred for both Pirates and Sundowns, remains contracted to Al Ittihad until the end of 2027. Kaizer Chiefs' defensive crisis deepens as Reeve Frosler is the latest player to be out through a thigh injury. Reeve Frosler is the latest Kaizer Chiefs defensive player to be sidelined through injury. The defender adds to the club's already existing crisis at the back as all of Nkaniso Shirna, Pasika Mako, and Bradley Cross have already been out on injury. On Saturday against Mamelodi Sundowns, coach Fernando de Cruz opted to put midfielder Pule Modi at left back as they did not have a natural left defender. Now Frosler's torn hamstring adds to de Cruz's headache of defenders for the club as they aim to impress this season. It's not clear how long the former Bidvestwitz right back will be out for, but it will be for a reasonable period. All the left backs are injured, said de Cruz. We were unlucky in the last few days in the left fullback position. Between the Sekikun United game and today, on Saturday, we lost two more players to injury, who are Reeve Frosler and Cabello Nkwesa. De Cruz full of praise for Kaizer Chiefs' new arrival, we signed him to deliver this. Kaizer Chiefs coach Fernando de Cruz has shared his thoughts on Langelal Fili's contribution following the team's 1-1 draw with Mamelodi Sundowns. Fili scored his first goal for the club with a well-executed strike in the second half. However, the goal was not enough to secure what would have been Chiefs' third consecutive league victory. We signed Fili to deliver this type of performance, de Cruz stated in a post-match interview with Supersport as per Soccer Laduma. He is a very good player, but he still needs time to fully understand our game model, the coach explained. Fili joined Chiefs with big reputation. Fili joined Chiefs this month after months of negotiations that sometimes broke down before a deal was eventually reached between them and Stellenbosch FC. Chiefs offered cash plus striker Ashley Du Preez and defender Given Semengo for Fili, who was Stelli's best player last season, having scored 9 goals in 39 games. Meanwhile, de Cruz also expressed immense satisfaction with his squad's resilience, noting the demanding schedule. I'm very proud of the team because playing 3 games in 6 days with the same players is amazing. I'm very proud of the squad. De Cruz impressed with attitude. Reflecting on the match itself, de Cruz was pleased with his team's overall display against a formidable opponent. We were leading 1-0 and then conceded from a set piece. We have to acknowledge that they are a good team and had a lot of possession, but we didn't give away many chances, he said. We were strong today, and we can be proud of the team. Co-coach Ben Youssef talks tough after Kaizer Chiefs complete rare feat. Co-coach Khalid Ben Youssef has praised his Kaizer Chiefs players for their resilience as they came back from a goal down to defeat struggling Orbit College 1-0 in their Betway Premiership clash on Monday. It was a third successive win for Amakasi, who now have 39 points from 21 games and have climbed into third place in the league, which would qualify them for next season's CAF Confederation Cup. It was the first time Chiefs have won a league game when falling behind since a 2-1 defeat of Stellenbosch over a year ago in January 2025. We expected that it would be a difficult game. Kaizer Chiefs news today, De Cruz unsettled with Downs date, transfer updates, and more. Latest Kaizer Chiefs news in the last 24 hours, including Luke Bartman's role at the club, Fernando de Cruz opens up about playing mamelodi Sundowns on Saturday and more. Modern football players can play in many positions, young players like Bartman, it's important to give him more tools to play in different roles, de Cruz told the media. The most important thing for him is to read the game, knowing what to do now in this situation where he plays. De Cruz went on to explain why the Amagita star managed to turn his side during the preseason in Spain and continuing into the competitive fixtures. It's a player with good technical qualities that's interesting, and also a player with good explosively when he plays football, a young player who listens to what the coaches ask, which is very important to me. The most important thing for young players is to listen to what the coach wants. Sometimes young players act experiences, so for me, that's what's good. He understands what I want. With his lack of experience he will need time to recover, so there will be moments in the season where we need to protect him. De Cruz unsettled with Downs date. Kaizer Chiefs coach Fernando de Cruz admits the timing of their looming clash with mamelodi Sundowns couldn't be worse. Fresh off a 2-0 win over Sekakun United on Wednesday, Amakasi face a punishing schedule that leaves little room to breathe. Right arrow Chiefs vs Sundowns too soon, thinking face. Kaizer Chiefs coach Fernando de Cruz admits the timing of their looming clash with mamelodi Sundowns couldn't be worse. Fresh off a 2-0 win over Sekakun United on Wednesday, Amakasi face a punishing schedule that leaves little room to. I'm a little disappointed because on the one hand it happens so early, and on the other hand it happens at a time when we're going to play 3 games in 6 days, whereas all the other PSL teams are going to play 3 games in 7 days, he told the media. I'm a little disappointed because we have a day of recovery at least against a very good team that won the Champions League. So I'm a little disappointed for these 2 reasons that this match is happening on Saturday. Despite his frustrations, de Cruz insisted there would be no excuses from his squad when they faced the Brazilians. But we have to play it, and we're going to play it, but it's not a problem. It's not excuses. This game we'll play because we know for the moment that it's like that and we can change nothing. It's the best team in Africa because they won the Champions League last season, but we'll try to put our level up to the Champions League level on Saturday. This game will give us very good information about what the team is able to do, de Cruz concluded. Newly appointed Kaizer Chiefs assistant coach Dylan Shepard explains why winning 2026 MTN 8 could propel Amakasi to. Kaizer Chiefs news today, Vilakazi questions use of Fili, Jappy's Muti revelation and more. Kaizer Chiefs news, as Orlando Pirates legend voices concern over use of Langelal Fili and former Free State Stars man Yusuf Jappy lifts the lid on dressing room Muti rituals. Vilakazi questions use of Chiefs signing Fili. Orlando Pirates legend Benedict Vilakazi has expressed reservations about the way Kaizer Chiefs could deploy new signing Langelal Fili under Fernando de Cruz's tactical framework. Fili is arguably the biggest acquisition of Chiefs' current transfer window, with Amakasi parting ways with Given Semango and Ashley Dupreez to Stellenbosch FC as part of the deal to secure his services. The 21-year-old winger was one of the standout performers in the Betway Premiership last term, collecting Stellenbosch's Players Player of the Season, Young Player of the Season, Rama Fans Player of the Season and Top Goal Scorer awards for the 2025-26 campaign. However, Vilakazi fears that Fili could be overburdened if he is asked to operate as a number 10 in de Cruz's system, which features a double pivot in central midfield. My worry is I saw Mfundo, Vilakazi on the right, I saw Luke Bartman on the left, I also saw Ethan Chislett on the left, so that means they don't have a number 10. For me as a coach it gives me a signal to say, I can't play with one number 10 and I would rather have two 10s and one defensive midfielder, Vilakazi said as per kickoff. So that if the ball goes to the left, this one on the middle left will go and assist, on the right, this one on the middle right will go and assist